For more than 4 decades, the United States and Iran have stood on opposite sides of one of the most dangerous rivalries in modern history. They have threatened each other, sanctioned each other, fought shadow wars through proxies, and on multiple occasions, they have come dangerously close to direct military confrontation. But here is the surprising part. The United States and Iran were not always enemies. In fact, there was a time when Iran was one of America's closest allies in the Middle East. So what happened? How did two nations go from friendship to hostility? And why does this conflict continue to shape global politics, oil markets, military strategy, and the future of the Middle East? The answer begins with a resource so powerful that nations have fought wars over it: oil. In the early 20th century, Iran sat on some of the largest oil reserves on Earth. Yet despite this incredible wealth, many ordinary Iranians saw little benefit. Foreign companies controlled much of the industry. Profits flowed overseas, and resentment grew. By the early 1950s, a charismatic leader named Mohammad Mossadegh emerged as the voice of Iranian nationalism. He believed Iran should control its own resources. He believed foreign powers had become too influential. And in one of the boldest political moves of the century, he nationalized Iran's oil industry. To millions of Iranians, Mossadegh became a hero. But to Britain, whose companies depended heavily on Iranian oil, he became a serious threat. As tensions escalated, another power entered the picture: the United States. At the height of the Cold War, American leaders feared that instability in Iran could create an opportunity for Soviet influence. What happened next would leave a scar on Iranian memory that remains visible even today. In 1953, Mossadegh was removed from power in a coup supported by British and American intelligence. For Washington, it was a strategic victory. For many Iranians, it was proof that foreign powers would interfere whenever their interests were threatened. That single event planted the seeds of mistrust that would grow for generations. After the coup, Shah Mohammad Reza Pahlavi strengthened his rule. Backed by American political, economic, and military support, the Shah transformed Iran into one of Washington's most important allies in the region. Iran purchased advanced American weapons. American companies invested heavily. The relationship appeared stronger than ever. But beneath the surface, anger was growing. Many Iranians believed the Shah's government had become increasingly authoritarian. Critics were silenced. Opposition groups were monitored. Religious leaders accused the government of abandoning traditional values in favor of Western influence. By the late 1970s, frustration had reached a boiling point. Then came the revolution. Millions poured into the streets. Protests spread across the country. The Shah fled. And a new figure emerged to lead Iran: Ayatollah Ruhollah Khomeini. His message was simple: Iran would no longer be controlled by foreign powers. Iran would chart its own path, and America would no longer be treated as a trusted partner. Instead, the United States became a symbol of everything the revolution opposed. What happened next shocked the world. In November 1979, Iranian students stormed the U.S. Embassy in Tehran. 52 Americans were taken hostage. For 444 days, the crisis dominated international headlines. Every night, millions of Americans watched updates on television. The images were unforgettable. The humiliation was profound, and the damage to relations was enormous. For Americans, it was an attack on national dignity. For revolutionary Iran, it was a message to the world. The era of American influence in Iran was over. Neither side would ever fully trust the other again. Be sure to watch the next part for more documentary on American and Iranian hostility.